Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to TNA Impact. I'm Walt Sparrow and this is the brand split episode, the episode where I decide who goes to Explosion and who stays on Impact. Now, as I said before, the women's division, the Knockouts division, the Knockouts division and the X division will be going to Explosion. But who is in the X division? Obviously the women's division, the women are there, the Knockouts division, you know. So let's get right to that. First of all, we need to create the brand. So first brand, it's been around a while, Impact. Second brand, Explosion. They're going to work as separate entities, separate brands. Now, I'm looking over at the roster and already I see that, obviously AJ Lee, she will be going to Explosion. Adam Cole will be, I don't know. Oh, he's Grand Champion, therefore he will be on Impact. Alicia Crawford, she will be on Explosion, as will Allie. She's injured right now, but when she comes back, she will be on Explosion. Andrew Everett is in the X division, I believe. Yes, he is. Therefore, he will be going to Explosion. Ashley Flair will be going to Explosion as well. Athena will be going to Explosion. Baron Dax is staying on Impact. Basil Baraka is staying on Impact. Bo Rotunda is staying on Impact. Bram is staying on Impact. Braxton Sutter is going to Explosion, as is former X Division champion Brian Kendrick. Brother Devon and Brother Ray are both staying on Impact. Caleb Conley is going to Explosion. He doesn't want to sign to a written deal. Alright. Chris Hero is staying on Impact, obviously. CM Punk is going to Explosion. Cody Rhodes is staying on Impact. Crazy Steve is going to Explosion. Don't care about Dixie. That made myself laugh. DJZ will be going to Explosion. Eli Drake will be staying on Impact. Eric Young will be staying on Impact. Let's do this. Eric Marius will be staying on Impact. This shouldn't be a thing. Grado will be staying on Impact. Gregory Helms will be going to Explosion with the Helms Dynasty. Hiroshi Tanahashi will be staying on Impact. Jack Evans will be going to Explosion, as will Jade. Jay Lethal is going to Explosion as part of the X Division. The X Division champion Jeff Hardy will be going to Explosion. Joe Hennig will be going to Impact. Kana will be going to Explosion. Kazuchika Okada will be going to Impact. Kenny Omega will be the Bullet Club member in Explosion. Kenta will be going to Impact for the time being. Kurt Angle will be going to Impact. Kyle O'Reilly. Right now I'm going to put him on Impact because I put a lot of mid-carders in Explosion. Lashley will be going to Impact. Lexi Blitz will be going to Explosion. Madison Rain will be going to Explosion. Mahabali Shiro will be going on Impact. Maria Kanellis will be going to Explosion. Mark Andrews will be going on Explosion. Marsh Rockette will be going to Explosion. Right? Wait. He doesn't have my X Division list. Which means he will be going on Impact. Marty Bell will be going to Explosion. Matt Jackson will be staying on Impact. Michael Nichols will be staying on Impact. Mike Bennett will be staying on Impact. Moose will stay on Impact. Natalia will be going to Explosion. Nikki Storm. Nikki Storm. Nikki Storm will be going to Explosion. Noam Dar will be going to Explosion. Pentagon Jr. The wild card is on Explosion. Raquel, I don't care. Rebecca Knox will be going to Explosion as the Knockouts champion. Rebel will be going to Explosion. Rey Mysterio will be staying on Impact. Ricochet will go to Explosion. Rockstar Spud will go to Explosion. Rose will go to Explosion. Shane Haste will stay on Impact. Shelton Benjamin will stay on Impact. Sienna will go to Explosion. Tennille will be going to Explosion. The Rock will stay on Impact. Tigre Uno will be going to Explosion. Had to look over. TJ Perkins will go on Explosion. Tommaso Ciampa will stay on Impact. Tommy End will stay on Impact. Right? Nope. Explosion. Trevor Lee will be going to Explosion. Tyrus will stay on Impact. And Will Ospreay will be going to Explosion. Now this is the first draft of the roster. Now we go over here and we look at Impact. And we look main eventers. There's 4 faces and 3 heels, which means we can borrow a face to Explosion as long as, you know, he's like lightweight. So this means we will have on Explosion Kenta will be going to Explosion. So now we can do this again. There we go. Impact. We have 3-3. Explosion has 1-1, which means Jeff Hardy will probably turn heel. We go to upper mid carders. Explosion has a pretty even upper mid carder, very even actually. It's actually exactly even. Impact, however, has 3 more heels than faces, which means I'll probably have to turn one of the heels face. Mid carders Impact is evened out, perfectly evened out. More lower mid carders face than heel, but we can fix that easily. Even out in the openers for Impact, and now we're going to look over at the Explosion roster. I think we did a good job at evening out our rosters. I did look into this a lot. As you can see, the X Division, the women. We have a solid roster in Explosion, a very solid roster. I'm very proud of the roster Explosion has. Though we could make Crazy Steve and Kenny Omega move over to Impact, because as you can see, they're outnumbered in Impact, and the faces are outnumbered in Explosion. But let's see, 2 women. She's injured, so she doesn't count. 2 women. Yeah, we're gonna send 2 guys over, and we're actually gonna send. Let's see who Impact has. We're gonna send over Trevor Lee and Andrew Everett as a tag team, because there's a tag team division there. So Andrew Everett will be going to Impact along with Trevor Lee. So there we go. That's another tag team on Impact, which means Gregory Helms will be going to Impact with them, and that evens out our roster again, I believe. Whoops. Main eventers. If we go over to here, as you can see now it's evened out. Now continuing on Explosion. Mid carders, it's even as can be. Same thing here. Well, technically not, because it's, you know, but that's fine. You can just turn one of these guys heel. So if we are going to look at our X Division right now, go on Explosion, male, we have Braxton Sutter, Brian Kendrick, Caleb Conley. Is Caleb Conley there? Yeah. Crazy Steve, DJZ. I'm going to take out Andrew Everett from the list, as well as Trevor Lee. DJZ, he's on the list. Jack Evans, who isn't on the list, but he will be now. Jack Evans, there we go. Jay Lethal, who is on the list, yes. Jeff Hardy, our champion, who is on the list. Kenny Omega. Yeah. Kenta should be going on the face side. Kenta, who just joined the X Division. Mark Andrews. Where's Mark? There he is. Noam Dar. There we go. Pentagon Jr. Ricochet. Rockstar Spud. Yeah, everybody on this list. Tigre Uno, TJP, Tommy End, Will Ospreay. Everybody's right. Though we are outnumbering the faces, aren't we? Quick roster. If we go over to Explosion and we sort by men, we'll see that the baby faces heavily outweigh the heels. So we could turn a few, like obviously CM Punk doesn't count. So that means that there's three more faces than there are heels, which we could change easily, honestly. Good way to change it is just, I'm gonna turn Jeff Hardy heel, obviously. Pentagon Jr., probably gonna turn him heel, and Noam Dar's gimmick hasn't been working, so I might turn him heel as well. So there we go, that's that problem fixed. Let's do that then. Jeff Hardy, Daredevil, nope. Prepare to turn into a heel. Pentagon will also turn heel. Actually no, Pentagon. But let me just quickly check something. If I check Explosion here, upper mid Carters, Jay Lethal. I'm actually gonna leave Pentagon as a tweener because I like this dynamic that these three could have like a three-way feud. And obviously the titles now are mutually exclusive, so this is the Explosion Knockouts Championship. There will be no Impact Knockouts Championship. This is the X Division Championship. I might create another championship for Explosion so that they're evened out like 3-3, but I'd have to check like what would be a good alternative kind of title, because you know Impact will have the classic mid-card, main event, and tag team championships. So Explosion has the women's, the X Division, and something else. But I'm not quite sure what that something else will be. So yeah. And as for events, we have in May, what do we have? Will this, okay, this will appear in the right monitor. So TNA events, if we check out our May event will be, we've been using 2011, so May will be Sacrifice. Well, that's convenient. So yeah, we'll have TNA Sacrifice in May. So I don't want it too soon. Pardon me. So I'm gonna book it to be on the 28th of May. That'll be the end of the month. It's perfect. Every pay-per-view at the end of the month works fine with me. So yeah, TNA Sacrifice. That'll be our big event of this month. Now, obviously, what's gonna happen with the feuds is I'm gonna have to divide. So, two of the major feuds will belong to one brand, and the other one will belong to the other. All I gotta do is end this one feud, and I'll end it on Impact so I can give this slot to an Explosion feud. And then we're free to keep things going, because Rebecca Knox versus Ashley Flair just started. That's an Explosion feud. We're gonna have another Explosion feud. So yeah. Let's just quickly go over the internet, see if there's anybody we might want to sign. Katsuyori Shibata and Tomohiro Ishii. Maybe. Let's see. Katsuyori Shibata. I mean, you are a lightweight. I could sign you as a mid-card for Explosion. Sure. Why not? and Tomohiro Ishii. 38 mid card, sure. So that's Katsuyori Shibata. I'm actually gonna have them as heals because I need heals. Whoops, forgot to assign a brand. Explosion, and Tomohiro Ishii on Explosion. Already a heal. Cool. So yeah, this was the special brand split episode. I plan to do a complete different look for each show, so the side things will be different for Explosion and for Impact. The thumbnails will be different, obviously featuring different people with a different background. As you can see, I've been doing the same background for Impact, so Impact will keep the same background and Explosion will use something else, as I've been doing with pay-per-views, because I want them to be completely different entities, no crossovers, no invasions, completely different shows. So yeah, that'll do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm trying not to stutter. No booking out happened this episode because there was no plan to book this episode. So yeah, that'll do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. Let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in whatever I upload next. Bye.